Well, hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Juanma. I'm a recent PhD here. I've been doing the PhD for 5 years, sort of, in Carlos III, and the last year I was managing to do it together with my new job, which is in ITP. I'm gonna give some details about my background first, okay? So, well, this doesn't really work very well. So, well, first of all, yes, I'm gonna be jumping sort of in my academic and professional background, okay? I did the Bachelor in Aerospace Engineering in Universidad de Cádiz, which is where I'm from. Actually, I did the first promotion there. That was pretty much from 2011 until 2015, and in the middle, I also did an Erasmus in Poland, pretty nice one, actually, to be honest. While I was doing my TFG, I started working in Airbus as an intern, basically things related to the production process, A380, which is no longer with us. Yes, I was pretty much there for, would say, little bit less than a year. And it allowed me to basically realize that I didn't want to do that. So after that, I came to Madrid. I was enrolled in the Master in Aeronautical Engineering here in Carlos III. I thought it was a good idea to come here to enjoy the Master in English language. I think it would give me a push in all the possible ways that I would encounter afterwards. And what else? Basically, when I was doing my master thesis, that I'm just gonna give you a hint about it right after this, I was working as a loads and elasticity engineer in junior position, of course, in Siemens Gamesa. I was actually contracted by Alten, but I was in the Siemens offices there. I was actually enjoying the job. It was much more technical one. I was programming, it was nice, but I had this feeling that I wanted to do something more, and an opportunity basically arisen here to do the PhD, basically in fluid mechanics, which was what I wanted to do, and that's been basically the last 5 years in my case. Okay. So in the middle, again, I did a research stay in TU Wien 1.5 years ago, more or less. I've been doing the PhD for 4 years, and basically after the fourth, more or less, I started working in ITP Aero. Okay, so I'm gonna just sit down. I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail in the next slides. Okay. Just gonna first focus on my research career. I did the master thesis in a group here in Carlos III with Filippo and also with Mario somehow in the electric propulsion and plasmas team. Okay, I actually enjoyed it a lot. That was sort of one of the decisions that made me pursue the PhD further. Not in this topic, but I was. No, in the end, it influenced a lot, I have to be honest there. And then I enrolled, as I said before, in the PhD, in particular in computational fluid dynamics, under the supervision of Professor Oscar Flores and Professor Manuel García Villalba, which went to TU Wien. Basically, my thesis was pretty much focused on in-house high-fidelity CFD, parallel computing, GPU acceleration, cluster management, some things that I actually share with Tony because we actually share supervisors. In my case, some years later. And yes, as I said before, also I did this research stay for 3 months in TU Wien in Vienna. That was in 2023. And now I'm gonna briefly go a little bit more in detail through my professional career, which I've mainly said everything. So I'm gonna just go into the last part that was the one that I didn't comment, my period in ITP Aero, which has been sort of for 1.5 years, almost at this point. I've been basically, I was hired as an aerodynamics engineer, also aerodynamics and acoustics for propellers, low order methods, and steady stuff, but wasn't really into CFD, was more development of tools for this new technology in which ITP doesn't really have a lot of knowledge in. So they hire me for, let's say, enabling or creating this new branch there. I've been doing that for pretty much since January last year until a month. And now I've switched actually position, and now I'm CFD software development engineer. This is what I wanted to pursue. It's actually very related to my PhD experience. Also here I take advantage of this thing that I was commenting, high performance computing, GPU acceleration, numerical methods, CFD in the end. In the PhD I've been also involved in developing the in-house solver. So this is what I think is very aligned with my previous experience, and this is what I wanted to do. So in this regard, the PhD allowed me to access to this kind of position, right? Just two final slides. Well, this is very generic. Actually, I'm not gonna, in the end, career expectation that you may have. Manuel Soler also commented before. You can either stay in academia, go to a research center, or if you wanna pursue something more industrial, you can eventually go do something related to management or consulting, or, as it is my case, go for a technical expert position and R&D, as it is in my case for ITP. And finally, I have just sort of promo slide in which careers at ITP, as probably many of you already know, ITP basically is a company in which we are world leaders in aerospace propulsion. We are growing a lot. If you want to pursue a technical career in industry, this is a very good company to be at. If you have a lot of opportunities, of course, we are growing. Some of them are already open. Some of them are going to be open in the short and mid-term. You can do CFD, experimental computational dynamics, acoustics, elasticity, of course, software development, performance, even data-driven techniques as well. Manufacturing technologies, they do a lot of different stuff, mainly in Basque Country there. And yep, that's pretty much it. If you are interested in this, I would recommend you to stay tuned and follow LinkedIn, the careers page, and that's it from my side. Thank you.